Hello, fellow architects and faithful followers to the stream. Faithful followers to the stream and fellow architects, I should say. Emphasis on the architects. Why do I say that? Because we have more architects on this channel than we've ever had in, like, I think I've been affiliated for, I've been an affiliate with Twitch for like a year or 2 years, maybe. Let me think now. It feels like it was only been a year. Maybe it's been 2. But either way, guys, we have 12 sub points. We're 3 points away. Octo, thank you for coming. Sorry, I forgot to text you. But yes, guys, we have 12 sub points. We have 12 subscribers right now. We're 3 away from our sub goal. It's so awesome. So, for tonight, we're gonna do a good old-fashioned challenge run. And what we're gonna do is there's not much to choose from in terms of geomancy in Dark Souls 1. There's a lot more in Dark Souls 3, and I'm not sure about 2. But we can make it work, right? So what's that gonna look like in our case? Well, there are a couple weapons that are sort of like, you know, earthy, and you can kind of like hit the ground and make like an earthquake effects and stuff. We're also gonna work toward a nice like earthy looking set of armor, but it's in the DLC, so we're gonna have to get to the DLC as soon as possible. I'm also gonna show you guys how to do a few tricks. Probably gonna do some soul duping and a nice little trick for the Force Covenant as well. And I know that Noah was curious about how I would play this game, because he actually hasn't seen me play this game very much. He got all into Dark Souls 3 because he was watching me play it a bunch, and because he was talking to Octo about it as well. We're gonna start with the bandit, because it has the highest strength and endurance, and those are the 2 stats we're gonna be focusing on primarily for this build. There aren't any spells in the game that are like earth spells, so unfortunately no magic for the run. It's gonna be mainly just bandit and master key, of course, and then we're just gonna make ourselves the default. Doesn't matter. Noah, welcome to the stream. And we're also gonna cheat engine in a weapon for us, because we wouldn't have a weapon for like half the run if we didn't do that. So we're gonna cheat engine one weapon in, and then that's like an earth-based weapon, and then we're gonna go farm the other, go get the other one once we beat a bunch of bosses. So yeah, definitely get the master key, and yeah, and also this is partially gonna be also a run where I explain things to Noah, because he hasn't played this game before. He kind of gave me the idea to like try to do a new DS1 run, because I haven't done one in a while. And oh, thank you, Noah. Some run luck, appreciate it. Thank you. I have generous subscribers. We're 3 away from the sub goal, man. So exciting. All right, so we're starting with the bandit, and the rules for my runs normally are, for all my build runs, are usually, you know, you're only allowed to use the stuff that is like sanctioned for the run, but you know, depending on the game, if the game is stats are calculated in such a way that I can't survive a hit without armor, I usually will like allow some low level armor and stuff. But in this case, Dark Souls, you can survive without armor, so we're just gonna be running around like this, naked, for a little while until we get to our armor set, and then the run can really begin. Well, here's what we're gonna do here. Looking nasty. Yeah, this is what you're gonna be looking at for a little while until we get our armor that we need. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cheat engine in that weapon. So straight sword hilt, drop that, and pull out cheat engine here. And then just switch it out to dragon. Great King, Great Axe +1 or +0, because we don't want to get any advantages, unfair advantages. There we go. That's the Dragon King Great Axe. Very earthy looking. It's got like an earthquake ability. But the thing is it takes 50 strength to wield, which means that we need 34 strength minimum in order to two-hand it. So even if we two-hand it, we can't do anything with it. But some of the benefits of the Dragon King Great Axe, it's got very high physical damage, like base damage, but it has no scaling. As you see there, the param bonus has got nothing going on there. So you can upgrade the damage of the weapon only via upgrading the weapon itself. So high starting damage, but low effects. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the battle axe, because we started as the bandit, and we're gonna take that battle axe. We're gonna run to the first major part of the game, and then as soon as we get 34 strength, we're gonna drop the battle axe and continue on with the Dragon King Great Axe, and then we're gonna level up, and we're gonna unlock the ability to get to the Royal Wood, which is the DLC area, and we're gonna get the Stone Great Axe from the oh, by the way, I'm at Brat Bros, and I max leveled my sword +5. Nice. Very nice. You have a max level sword, and you can't upgrade your armor in that game, so yeah, you're in pretty good shape. You can definitely do it. The twin princes are a really fun fight. Staying close to them. Again, this is sort of like Dragon Slayer armor. We're staying close to them. We're staying wide. Both work.
Regretted.
I'm playing the original Paradise edition, like version. I don't believe you can buy this version anymore. I think that they may have like took it off of the Steam store and stuff, and you only buy the remastered version. So you're gonna notice I'm not gonna lock on too much in this run, because I forgot how terrible Dark Souls 1's lock on is, but I'm gonna just see if I can do. There you go. And this is basically this is the same way you fight Straight Demon is how you fight this guy. Tactics. Brad Bros are the run killer, man. I'm telling you. Nah, man. That's what you said about half the other bosses. You got it. If you stay close to, I believe it's Lorian's right side, or no, his. If you go right, his left. He can swing right over you, like a lot of times. If you're behind him, he'll often try to like do a little backswing. You know that's coming. Try to get one hit in and then get out. You know, like don't overswing as is normal. Let's see. We're actually gonna save our souls, I think, because we want to get some items from Andre. So here's what we're gonna do. We have picked the master key, and no, but this is different. My man has the red delay attacks. Yeah, they have some of them. Yeah, they try and catch you. And normally in a normal playthrough, where you start in the game for the first time as a new player, you go up there, and that's actually where the first area is. We're gonna, because Dark Souls 1 is very non-linear, we can go out of order here. And on this route, Ornstein and Smo should be the 5th boss we fight, which is gonna suck, but especially with no armor. But we'll see how that goes. Since we have the master key, it allows us to sequence break even more than, I say sequence break, but like it's not, it's a somewhat intended method, right? You can go through here to, there's that jump again. Yeah, B to jump, not roll, which is really annoying. Yeah, use master key on this door, which normally you would need a key from the other side, a key that's in there. Open that door, but now we can just use master key to get through there. We're gonna run across to the Valley of Drakes to, what's it called? Darkroot Basin, then Darkroot Garden, yeah, and then from there we're gonna go to the Undead Parish and go deal with Andre. If you're careful, you can grab this item right here. There you go. If you go any further than that, if you go grab the item, he'll wake up, this dragon. Well, I'm sure now you can figure out a way to... Oh. Yeah, he's just undead napping. Okay. So, we're in sort of like a early to mid game area, I'd say. We're now in Valley of the Drakes and going now into the Darkroot Basin. There's a lot of dragons in these games. Why are there so many dragons in your game, Miyazaki? I like dragons. Look at the dragons. They are very cool. Alright, so there's gonna be Black Knight to my right, and Red Crest Shield down there. You can cheese him off of a cliff if you get him to do the right attack, but I'm just gonna avoid him for now. The Valley of Death and Destruction. Hello, welcome to our kingdom. Oh, cool. What's your kingdom called? The Dark Realm of Misery. Welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay. There are some corpses there if you wish to partake. Okay. Maybe I'm a bad guy. Maybe I'm not. You don't know. Anyway, see you. We're gonna need to get some Twinkling Titanite. We're gonna need at least 10 for the run. The Dark Realm of Misery. But it's okay, really. I'm not sure why the king decided to name our city this, but you know, royalty. You know how they are. Ow. Whatever. Taking too many hits to kill. I don't need to kill you. Oh yeah. You're gonna go into a forest area. There's gonna be some plants that are gonna kill you. All right. So we went the long or the round the back way, but we made it to Andre. Here's what we're gonna do. What we need to do is get the Crest of Artorias, which is an item you can buy from him for 20k souls. So we can just buy that. We're also gonna use 2 humanity here to reverse to kindle his bonfire. So use 2 humanity. Andre is just doing his Andre thing. This is kind of what I meant Noah. Like I mentioned how like Dark Souls 3 is the good one to start with if you're a new player because there's a lot of convenient things. Like this is not Firelink Shrine, right? Like so like Andre is way over here, like way just out here in the forest, like by this bonfire. So So we use two humanity. We need to use 2 because we need to use 1 to reverse hollowing, which turns us back into a human. Look at that lovely skin. And then we need another 1 to kindle. You see the number on the top left go down. And what kindling does in Dark Souls 1, it allows you to start with more Estus. So normally you rest at a bonfire that is unkindled. You start with 5, and then you can get no more Freddy Cougar until I die. Yeah. Start with 5, and then when you kindle a bonfire 1 level, you get 10, and then when you do it again, you get 15, and then 20. We can only do it up to 10 at this point, but yeah. So we need the Crest Oratorius, which costs 20k. Now we can go ahead and farm 20k, or we can kill him, because killing Andre, he'll just drop it. But I'm very toned back. I know I have weird muscly back, but it's okay. Now I would not advise doing this at all when the first playthrough or whatever. But this run, we don't need Andre for anything, because we can upgrade other stuff. What we do need before we kill him, though, is well, what I would like to have is the repair box, and I think that should do it, because the weapon we're gonna get consumes durability to use the weapon. Well, the weapon art on it. I think we're good. Ideally, I'd like to upgrade my weapon as well, but let's get the battle axe going. All right, so we're gonna cheese Andre on the banisters of these stairs. You don't want to get hit by this guy, because he is very powerful, and if he punches me, he'll literally jab me. Right? If he jabs me once, I'll stagger, and he'll kill me with the 2 follow-ups. He drop kicks you. You can get a good hit there when he drop kicks as he stands up. So I like getting him stuck right here. He can sometimes see you up as you go up the stairs, and he'll dead. He'll see you go up the stairs, and he'll sometimes try to punch you like through the banister, and then you can just back away safely and hit him. Like, this is why we got the bonfire first before we started this, because there was a good chance that he was going to kill me. Maybe he'll go back down the stairs if I go over in this corner. There he is. Does he see the AI sees me downstairs? Doesn't work every time though. Basically, I'm just trying to avoid that jab. That down here works as well. Yep, and no quick roll up. So if you get knocked down, which happens all the time, that's another problem with the Dark Souls 1 combat that was improved in Dark Souls 2. I appreciate Dark Souls 2 more after playing through like a practice run of this. Oh, you went too far. Okay, so just keep doing like this. Keep going up and down the stairs. Oh. Upgrading, obviously, you know, we're using a very base level battle axe, and so this is taking a little bit of time, but and I'm very scared about getting hit by him, so luckily though his jabs don't seem to hit through the banisters, so there we go. Getting their free chance to hit him as he's going up the banister. Kicked him by accident there. Nice. Okay. Restoratorius. Let's look at the blacksmith hammer from him, which is a good weapon for, I believe, a low-level run. Prithee, be careful, you backstabber. Alright, now we have the Crest of Artorius, which we shouldn't, we technically shouldn't have. I mean, you can get it early game, but there's a lot of grinding to get. Andre is now dead. In Dark Souls 1, when you kill an NPC, they stay dead. Like important NPCs. In Dark Souls 2, when you kill important NPCs, you have to pay a fee. Like you have to like wait some time before they come. You can even do it, and then rip Andre, the annoying clanking man. Prithee, be careful. And now I need to kill these guys because they will. So a lot of Dark Souls 1 is. Sorry, let me explain the thing. What I was just saying before. Dark Souls 2. After a certain amount of time has passed, you can then, like for a fee, resurrect their like ghost, and you can have their services offered to you at that point. And then Dark Souls 3, important NPCs just don't die, and you can kill them, and then they come back after you rested the bonfire, right? You reset the zone. All right, Noah. Luckily, these guys have no poise, so they are incredibly susceptible to being staggered. You can see how much slower the game is, right? There can be some. Oh, geez, you're not dead. Okay. All right, so we're about to get the run's weapon, or at least the ability to wield it, and we're gonna do that first by going to this hidden bonfire here. And we're gonna, because sometimes, occasionally, this cheese won't work right, and this is what we need the Crest of Artorius for. So we can go in here now. Now this is the cheese is, and this is a very, very well-known cheese. It's really good. Now most enemies, as we've seen so far, drop like 100, maybe 200 souls early game. So the quick way to get to, to immediately use the weapon you want is you run around here, and you aggro these fellas who are here in the forest. These NPCs. These guys are here to protect the forest from intruders, and so that's kind of who we are right now. And we just run around. We kind of aggro them all best we can, and we run over to this section behind the stairs and right up against the wall. You see it right here. And when you do this, they chase after you, but the AI is like, go get them. Yeah. There's 2,000 there. We know 2,000, and this is 3,000 there. The only one that will kind of be annoying about this is the mage. He'll occasionally try to cast spells at you, but eventually sometimes his AI will break and be like, hey, I'm gonna try to shoot after you with the sword, right? And sometimes he just does this. I don't know why he's doing that now. And if you die, it's no problem because the bonfire's right here, so. It's not even really worth fighting him. I mean, he's worth 2,000, so he's not a small amount, but just I've already got 4 of them, so that's good enough. And rest, and then that he respawns those enemies, and there you go. So like we start with 14 strength, and in an instant we can immediately go from 14 strength to 24 strength. So it's 10 levels. So we're gonna do this a couple times to get to 34 strength, and then we can get to beating some of the bosses. And we're also gonna have a weapon that's very powerful for our level. And just pull who you can. This bandit over here is probably worth the least. He's worth 1,000. So having him fall off a ledge is not a big deal. But just get whoever you can. There goes one. There goes the cleric. Here comes the mage. Yeah, sometimes they'll bump into you as they try to come down to get you, but will not matter. As long as you're standing right here, it won't matter, because then they bump into you and off of you and down into the hole. There you go. And once everyone's kind of like decided like who's gonna chase you, who's gonna not, you can just go back to the bonfire. You can like. We kill him Sir early. Sir Sif. Sir Alon, who isn't in this game. Sif. I'm assuming you see Sif. Yeah. No, we're gonna get our build first before we can kill bosses. The way I usually do these runs is I get my build together as early as I can before any bot as early as I can, like doing as few bosses as possible before the build is complete. Which means we're gonna do him after Sanctuary Guardian. All right, turn on my phone because I'm making food. Okay, Noah. So we're just cheating some enemies here to get some quick souls from the beginning of the game. So yeah, there you go. Their AI wants to chase after me, and they see that I'm there, right? But I'm below them, so they go after me, and they don't know what to do. And that guy. That's okay. Bonfire right there. Okay, where are we at now? 29 strength. Now the Dragon King Great Axe doesn't have scaling, right? So actually getting the strength higher doesn't do anything for that weapon, but we need it just to wield it. And you're gonna see how much damage I can dish out once we get hog cheese. Yeah, that's right. I love me some cheese, and this is a well-known cheese. It's a lot of good fun. If you're strapped for, most players know that if you're strapped for souls early game and you really want to wield a weapon, you can just go right here and just have an infinite resource of souls, so you can get. And then later on we'll do another cheese that's I believe is only available in this version of the game. All right, who? Really? Only one mage? Only the mage came along? That's random. Usually, it's not how that works. Invisible thief man. There he goes. Bye. See ya. The one you want to get the most is the knight, the guy in like the heavy armor, because he's worth 3,000, like just by himself. So, and I believe my usual running path here is to run where this little ledge is, and then to run back because he's like further back this way. And then run across to aggro the bandit, and then run this way. There are all sorts of little tricks like this in the other games. They're just not quite as good as this one. Like, this one's just, like, so good. But this is what's going to happen in Elden Ring, right? Because the game's going to be non-linear, it means there's going to be stuff like this happening. Where... Oh, saved again. Yes. Black Knights. Yeah, there's some Black Knights that we can deal with. They don't respawn in this game. They're like little mini bosses. Wait, we're gonna see how much damage we're gonna do to them once we get our weapon to max level. One more strength, which is gonna be 4K. Well, here's the thing about Elden Ring. It's gonna get canceled so they can make Tenchu. Dude, it's not gonna happen. I mean, Tenchu might happen. That is, but there he is. But because, you know, Elden Ring will be non-linear, like this game, there'll probably be stuff like this. Elder Ring? I read it as Elden Ring. There'll be like cheeses and stuff like this, like that, because it'll be non-linear, so. Tenchu is a stealth game that the From Software owns the license to. Oh, here they come. Did everyone come? I think Knight's coming as well. Ah, so close. Yeah, there you go. No, what are you doing? Not only Elden Ring. Ooh, Elden Ring. I doubt you could even imagine it. And then we're gonna go endurance because we're gonna be very heavy. We're gonna need a lot of endurance. Not so much for the stamina, but for the equipment load. And Dark Souls 1, equip load and stamina, like more stamina, are on the same stat. All right. There we go. Got ourselves. We can two-hand this. And this is a, yeah, extremely heavy, extremely slow weapon. So getting more than one hit in is going to be very tough. And then also has that earthquake shockwave thing. So now the run can officially begin. We're going to go beat the Bell Gargoyles. Oh. And then Ubi will make a Splinter Cell game, and then from we'll make a Tenchu cross Splinter Cell with Big Boss cameo. That actually would, not be, you know, me not being a stealth guy, that sounds pretty sweet. Tenchu cross Splinter Cell would be pretty hype with Big Boss cameo. All right. So we're gonna beat Bell Gargoyles next, which in a normal playthrough, in a new player playthrough, would be the third boss to beat, but we're gonna beat it second. And we'll come back and we'll do all the optional bosses. We'll do Moonlight Butterfly and stuff later. We're gonna like have some hard bosses to fight. I think Ornstein Smoke will be pretty hard. But I think once we get our set of armor, then we'll be much better off. You guys always drop. Oops. Finish him. There you go. What would a Tenchu cross Splinter Cell look like? It would be like the like that bonus mission in Revengeance, where it's like, so was it Revengeance where it's like no, not Revengeance, it was not Phantom Pain either, the other one, like the prequel to Phantom Pain, and it was like, Ryan is from the future and he's here to help you, right? It would be like that, where like, because Tenchu takes place like in like feudal Japan and stuff, right? So man, can you imagine, like, again, me not being a stealth guy or, you know, a Tenchu guy. Imagine like From Software taking their aptitude and their ability to, like, you know, to make games and apply it to something like Tenchu. That would be pretty neat. I'd give it a shot. I gave Sekiro a shot, and even though I didn't like it all that much, it was still enjoyable enough. Sorry, Andre. Yeah, we're mid-rolling, and all we have, and we're naked with just this weapon, and we're mid-rolling. That's how heavy it is. All right, so we're gonna see how powerful this weapon is when we go fight the Bell Gargoyles. I'm gonna show off the special as well, the weapon art. Unfortunately, I don't have any armor, so I stagger very easily to things. As you can see. Smush. Yeah, let's pick up some items while we're here, though, because this is a good place to get it. To get the Firekeeper Soul. Actually, you can probably one-shot this guy with the weapon art. The Earthquake weapon art. You just get him and get off those stairs. Minus the jank, this game looks loads easier than DS3. Well, it is definitely harder. What I'm gonna do is a lot of times in this run, instead of locking on, I like to run around enemies because it's it's a little more reliable, I find, than locking on and kind of being like, oh no, now I'm rolling in 3 directions. Especially when you're mid-rolling. So Firekeeper Soul there. Just stand right here and Nani? Just snap that man. I did once he exposed his back and took his turn, because this weapon is extremely slow, so, and without any way to mitigate stagger, Even these little hollow dudes can, like, really mess me up. No armor means I take more damage and I stagger a lot more, and so that combined with a slow weapon means, like, I have to be very careful. Oh, didn't mean to kick. I need to do a lot of spacing. Oh! Also, these guys are buffed right now. That's what this little, like, white thing around them is. And upgrade your vigor. I will upgrade my vigor, but only closer to the end. 'Cause right now we have to invest a whole lot into endurance, because we need to be able to wear like a full set of armor, of heavy armor. But at some point we will. Run in here and kill this channeler if we need to. Oh, he fell, I think. Okay, well, it's fine. We can just run past him. And second boss of the run on the way. I should be able to, assuming that they play nice and they stay still for me, I should be able to 3-shot the gargoyles. Like 2-shot one of them and then 1-shot the other one. Oh. Come on now. Not quite. There you go. These look the gargoyles with the pencils in DS3. No, they're different gargoyles. Those are some other subspecies, and I forget what they're called exactly. Alright, so first aim of the game is to ring this bell up here. That's like the MacGuffin you need to get to. And ringing this bell does a few things for us. We now have access to Oswald, who's down the ladder here. We have access to, without having to go rescue him, we can have access to Lautrec. And really, I just want him to buy some homeward bones. And from here we can actually go back to Firelink Shrine and loop around. And Lautrec will actually be in Firelink Shrine, and we want to go there now and help him out a little bit. And by help, I mean not help him. I mean get rid of him. First thing of the game is to wear some pants. Yeah, in Dark Souls, in Dark Souls 3, you can wear like even when you're naked, you just kind of wear underwear still. You know, like you wear like a long johns kind of thing. Whereas here it's just like, yeah, you're wearing like a little loincloth. First thing is I have to look at your Freddy Krueger booty. Yeah. My guy's undead, so that's kind of how that works. But yeah, I want to get my armor as soon as possible too. But yeah, hey, look, we're back in Firelink Shrine, so we like ran all the way around back to here, and we want to turn in the Firekeeper soul that we got. When you get the Firekeeper soul, that that increases how much your Estus heals for. Of your song, yeah. So here's Lautrec. He tries to be your friend, but he's actually not your friend. He's actually going to kill this person in here. And if he does that, then you can't use the bonfire in Firelink Shrine. So everyone, like pretty much everyone, just kills him. He respawns, or he spawns here once you kill the bug gargoyles. So just gonna. Oh wait, I should repair my weapon. I'm gonna earthquake this boy to death. This is why we bought the repair kit. The repair box. That's the Firelink Shrine. Literally just a bunch of rocks. Yeah, it's different than in Dark Souls 3 where it's literally like it's like a shrine, like an actual like place of safety. Here's like this guy can kill you. Hello, Seth. Welcome. So we're just gonna go ahead and boom. What? Okay. Tried to time that. Yep. So, everyone just kills him for two reasons. Like, one is to stop him from killing Anastasia in here. But basically, I do build runs in some of my favorite RPGs and video games, and so the Geomancer run is basically like is a themed run based around like any earth-based spells or abilities. In Dark Souls 1, you leave no choice but to run down the stairs. In Dark Souls 1, there's not that many spells that are like that you can sort of like classify as earth-focused, and I decided that it would be maybe one set of armor, and then like this weapon, and then the stone great axe. Those are all kind of like earthy. Like they have weapon arts that do like earth-based magic-y things. So that's kind of what we're going to be focusing on. We're going to be doing a run where that's the emphasis. And right now we have no armor because no other armor is earthy, right? So Dark Souls 3 has a lot more of that kind of stuff. You have Boulder Heave, and also I play Cinder's mod, which adds a few extra spells that are earthy. Stone Giant armor set. Yeah, we're gonna go for the Guardian set. You could argue for the Stone Giant armor, yeah, I think, but it's like a little. It's more like a Fashion Souls thing as well, where it's like it's a little bit green though. It's kind of like it's mossy and green, and I decided I would just go for the Guardian armor in the DLC, which means we have to run for. Yeah, yeah, you get it. You get it. Fashion Souls. So, I do this a lot for games that I really enjoy, like RPGs and stuff. So I've done these kinds of runs for all the Dark Souls games and a bunch of Final Fantasy games and all that. And I haven't done a Geomancer run yet for Dark Souls 1, so I thought I would give it a shot. So right now, we're gonna... Oh, thank you for following, Seth. Very kind of you. That's mainly what I do gaming-wise, at least, on this channel. It's a really nice premise, yeah. Fashion Souls. I love rocking the Master's garb with my Earthville gauntlets and twin fur booties. So, yeah, it's something I actually did. I've always done like the little build runs, even when I was a kid, when I was like 10 years old, and I didn't, know how people played the games. I was like, I really like playing through a game and going through it again, while kind of restricting myself to what things I can use. Like whenever I played, I used to love Mega Man X, and I still do, but I used to love playing the Mega Man X games. And even though it's not like an RPG or anything, even then I was like, when I was 10, I was like, I'll do a run where I can only use either the X-Buster or like one of these weapons, the boss weapons, right? So like it's a little way I can like do a special run where if we go straight clapping ferns even when he was a baby. Well, I clap ferns now with this weapon because I can one-shot them. Mifuki just enjoys doing these runs. And I'm taking the back way here to... Woo! Back way through Blighttown. This is much faster, and I'm going to do Quelaag third. So in this at this point, in a vanilla run, like for a new player, Quelaag would be, let's see, 1, 2, depending on what you do, you can go like like fourth boss in, fifth boss in. Yeah, I just beat the gargoyles. And the Dragon King Great Axe is upgraded via dragon scales. There's one dragon scale up in this room. So let's get that. We're gonna be using this weapon until we get the stone Great Axe, which has a very nice, like, it's similar. If you've ever seen Dark Souls 3, you've seen the Quakestone Hammer. It's very similar to the Quakestone Hammer, like wrench earth weapon art. How you dropping 10 feet and not breaking your little Freddy Krueger ankles? Well, this is because this is Dark Souls 1. If it was Dark Souls 2 or 3, if you dropped 10 feet, you'd just die. Unless you had like the silver cat ring or something. All right, so this boss, you know, is a little further into the game. You'd usually be a bit of the ways into the game. 5 or 6 bosses in, 4, 5, 6 or so. But we're gonna do her third. I cannot wait for Elden Ring. I don't know about you, Seth. I imagine that you're a fan of the Souls games. But so Elden Ring's gonna be so good for this kind of thing, where you're gonna be like non-linear game design. This is actually why I really like the Cinders mod in Dark Souls 3, because it makes the game more non-linear and adds a ton more weapons and abilities and stuff. It's really, really cool. After this run, we're probably gonna do a Dark Souls 3 run again, because there's some new content in Cinders that I want to check out. The Swamp, best area in the Souls games. Yeah, one in every area. Mizaki-san, what do you like swamps? Because they poison you and sure. I only have one of those. I only own DS3 on PS3. Yeah, I guess, is it on PS3? Oh, yeah. I usually play my games on PC, PS4. Right. Okay, that sounds right. So again, we're not gonna lock on mostly here. Oh, I'm dead. But I usually play on PC. My PC can only handle DS1. What the heck is that thing? That would be what do you call those in Dungeons and Dragons? A Drider. Like half human, half spider. You figure it would be called a Herider. Herider. But you just mosey here. Oh, of course, a Drider. Obviously. It's obviously a Drider. What's your opinion on DS2 compared to DS1 and 3? Well, controversial, I know, but I actually really, really like Dark Souls 2. Playing Dark Souls 1 again, yeah, I'm a big Dark Souls 2 fan. Playing Dark Souls 3, I played Dark Souls 3, I played all of them, like, dozens and dozens of times. Dark Souls 3 I've played even more than that, though. Probably like 40 times, 50 times through. Yeah, it's unusual, but I really, really like Dark Souls 2. Playing that Dark Souls 3 for a while and then going back to Dark Souls 1, I forgot all the little things, the little problems that they fixed in later games, and a lot of those fixes happen in Dark Souls 2. Stuff like omnidirectional rolling, I believe... Not gonna lie, Dark Souls 3 is the best Souls game, no lie. I think it's very good. But I don't think sprinting about locked on was changed until DS3. Jumping on B is like the worst thing. That's my thought on it. I like 1 better than 3. I mean, like I like 1 as well, but I think 3 for me, there's more content than I like overall. I think, and like weapons and armor and stuff like that, which is always a good thing for me. And then it's more, I think the combat is a little like more finely tuned, be a little more like to feel a little bit better, you know, overall. I just enjoy it way more. Totally. I mean, people really like the non-linear game world. Yeah. Every Dark Souls player has their opinions about it. I'm dead. Got caught on her leg there. PS3 is undeniably mechanically better. Yeah, that's what it is for me, right? Mechanically better, and just in terms of also like build variety is very important to me. So, like, even like taking an example, just like think about builds in general. So like Spellblade, for example. Yes, a better game, but I like 1 and 2 more. DS3 better game, but I like 1 and 2 more. Yeah, everyone has their different opinions about it. I think that there are parts of DS1 and 2 that people like for different reasons, right? But Dark Souls 2 for me, there's just like there's so much content there again, like the number of bosses there are, and incorrect. Sorry, try again. Your opinion is the wrong opinion. Please say my opinion. That's the opinion that is the right one. No caring for taste, as they say. Just gonna wait a second here to get a little more on this heal. Oh, we forgot to turn in the... That's just Flash Shard. Or not the Shard, the, that's just the Firekeeper Soul. Oh, well. Your opinion is wrong, opinion, because not my opinion. So, you have very low health right now, and yeah, I thought I was going to do that. Would you like to play again? You have selected no. So we're actually doing, I know that it might seem like we're doing very low damage. We're actually doing very good damage for this fight. A lot of times people come down here and they'll get kill it pretty good, and they'll realize, hey, wait a second, this boss is taking no damage from my weapon, and it's like you're kind of meant to beat her after Bale Gargoyles, even though you can do it out of order, right? But you come down here and you're like, wow, I'm doing no damage to her, so you're meant to find Andre first and stuff. There's a whole lot of areas you're meant to do first. You got a lot of health and defense, yeah. You're coming for me to try DS1. I mean, I recommend it, but it's a lot. It's different than Undead, probably. I think. Nope. Oh, uh-oh. Can't see. Just running forward. Oh. Do you know how long it took you first playthrough, roughly? Oh, for me, first playthrough was years ago. Probably like 50 hours. But then I did a whole lot of other stuff, and I enjoyed it so much that I played through and got 100%ed it. So it was closer to like 100 hours to do. 50 hours, yeah. I mean, like, you die a lot, right? So, you've been playing a pretty long time, I think, haven't you, Noah? DS3, I mean. I'd say, like, if you don't, I have 30 hours in DS3. Yeah, that's about right. That's why I had only played Demon's Souls before. Ah. Yeah. Demon's Souls is an interesting animal. I'm not too keen on Demon's Souls. I played through it once, and just to kind of say that I did it. You know, for what it, you know, for it being the first sort of Souls-like, it was, you know, I'm dying for a remake. A remake would be good. I think a remake would be good. But I think that my boy Seth a better PC so he can play DS3. Yeah, a remake would be good. I think that they could like iron out some of the issues I had with it, maybe, but maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. I think that would be awesome to be a remake, because then they could, you know, do some of the sort of fix, like, put some of the modern niceties in, like from Dark Souls 3 to Dark Souls 1, like not being able to quick roll, not being able to, no, not going there. Not being able to like walk slowly while you Estus. That's a little convenient thing that I like. Omnidirectional rolling. Really dig the premise of the game. Oh. Oh. This one remastered. Oh, uh-oh. I'm out of position now. So she'll do this while she gets stuck and not react to anything. Want to run this way, away from the lava. I got through DS2 once, DS3 twice when I bought the DLCs. Oh, the DLCs are so good in Dark Souls 3, man. Ring City DLC especially. Oh, don't do that twice in a row. Now you got lava everywhere. This is bad. This is a bad. He's won about 10 times. I played through this game so many times. Goodbye. All right. Wait, Mifugi, you like the Ring DLC so better than Daddy Ariandel? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Midir is fantastic. Gale is fantastic. Those are amazing, like, amazingly well-crafted boss fights. I think overall I agree. I like Ring City better. But that's after having played through the game like 40 times. And the area is cool too, right? Let's see. What are we gonna do here? Do we need anything in here? We can get the egg vermifuge from Engi to get a dragon scale, but we don't think we need it though. I think we can just Homer Bone. No, I agree to know. Forgot about Madeira, but not gonna lie, Frida, too good, man. Frida is pretty cool. I enjoy fighting her. Well, not at first, but I got to know her better. Now we actually have a soul item. We can. This is the Prepare Die edition, so we can dupe souls. I'm pretty sure you can't dupe souls like the way that the community knows how to dupe souls in the remastered version. But there's a way you can. There's no way you wouldn't know about much of these things. Randall, in my opinion, is just more of the same. I don't know. We already had a painted world. That's true. That's true. I like how. See, I was talking about before about how like builds are more fleshed out in later Dark Souls games. So like, if you want to do like a Cryomancer run, right? Want to do like an ice theme, you pretty much can't. You can't really do it. You can do it in Dark Souls 1 if you like count crystal magic as ice. Whereas in Dark Souls 3, it's like, oh, well, there's definitely ice spells and stuff. So that's neat. I like that. Just more stuff and more content in the game in general. And Dark Souls 2, for another example, is like Dark Souls 2 gets kind of a little bit of flack for stuff and for it being what it is. But you know what? There's a lot of bosses in that game. And also I can't drink Estus on the ladder because it's Dark Souls 1. I don't even get to drink anyway, but again, it's just a whenever you create anything, right? You make it and then you iterate on it and you go, I think this could change and that could change, and you make it better, right? So I'm not faulting. I'm mid-rolling, yeah, with just the axe. It's an extremely heavy weapon. I think how long is it? It's like 24 units. So we're gonna level. We're also gonna wear a set of armor as well. So we're gonna be mass leveling our endurance. And that way we can wear a heavy armor. Ultimately, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get ourselves to mid-roll while wearing the full set of armor. I forgot to mention. So we killed Lautrec. I forgot to equip it, actually. That would have actually helped me not die. And he drops the Ring of Favor and Protection. This is why everyone always just kills him. Not only does killing him makes it so Anastasia doesn't die, but he also drops this ring, and it's really good. It gives you more HP, stamina, and equipment load. The only downside is that when you can't take it off, otherwise it'll break. But for our purposes, that's not going to be a problem. Went the wrong way. Best ring in the game? Pretty much, yeah, I think so. Why'd you take it off? Exactly. However, the downside is like kind of again restricts your options, right? Where you're like, oh, it'd be cool if I could like put these two rings on and have them stack or whatever. But it's like this ring is just so all around good that you usually just never take it off. So it would be nice to. I'm the kind of player who likes to have like pros and cons associated with my gear and gear choices and stuff. So I'd rather not have a weapon or ring or something that's just better than everything else. Because then it's kind of like, I mean, in this case it works out because you can't take the ring off anyway. But or it breaks, so it works out that way. But so the Firekeeper Soul that we got earlier at the parish, you're supposed to go over here and give this to her. Use Firekeeper Soul to reinforce Estus Flask. That's misleading. The description on the Firekeeper Soul says, if you read it, it says use to enhance the potency of your Estus Flask or whatever. And it's very misleading because you figure, well, it says to use it, so if you go to the menu and it says to use, you use it. But you actually consume it and you waste it if you do that. It's dumb. This one doesn't give you too many options talking about rings. Yeah, you're right. I think there's like 25 rings. What real options do you have? Havel's favor, Chloranthy. What else? You ask what real options do I have? We're gonna go back to Sen's Fortress now, and we're gonna beat Iron Golem. That's gonna be boss number 4. Havel's favors, Chloranthy. Like, those are kind of like the ones that everyone goes for. Rings that are actually good. Yeah, there are a bunch of rings that are situational, or like if you really wanted to, you could put them on. I mean, our TSR, Red Tearstone ring. But that's really, again, more of a situational thing. The thing about Havel's favor and Chloranthy, or all those rings are all just like they're always good. Yeah. But I like to Calamity if you want to hate yourself. Yeah, see? Lots of uses for that. You're playing Dark Souls. I think that's kind of what people thought when it comes to Calamity Ring. It's like Dark Souls. This is kind of why I love mods in general, and I love like modding my games and stuff like that. Like if it's available. But sometimes some of the Dark Souls mods on the Nexus Mods site are like, it's Dark Souls. What should a Dark Souls mod be? I know. We'll make all the enemies have way more health and do way more damage. Also, there are lots of them. Dark Souls. Grass Crest Shield. Yeah, that's true. What am I doing again? Ah! The true Dark Souls starts with the Calamity Ring. Yeah. Really want to, like you said, hate yourself. Let me think now. We should get the Havel's ring before we leave for Anor Londo. The 2 rings you should wear in DS1 are Havel's in favor. We're actually going for Havel's in favor because we want to wear a very heavy armor piece. So what I want to do right now is pick up Havel's ring before we leave for Anor Londo, as well as fight the Hydra, because he drops his dragon scale, and that'll give us 2 dragon scales. We can upgrade our weapon twice, and then yeah, and then we can go fight the Iron Golem. We'll fight the Iron Golem first, and then we'll go upgrade with the Giant Blacksmith, and then deal with Ornstein and Smo. Oh, I'm really not good at fighting Ornstein and Smo. Just have not really figured out a very like clear trick to them. There are many bosses in the Souls games where like the trick to them is to just, you know, bait out this attack or that attack. I'm open to be refuted. We all agree on that, chat. Assuming you're not doing like a build run where you're doing what I'm doing, where it's like no, I'm a tank, so I have to wear the ring of steel protection or something. Then yeah, Havel's in favor are pretty much the go-to rings. If you're light enough where you don't care about heavy armor, then no, it goes. I don't know. Yeah. If you're light enough where you don't need Havel's, then you put on Chloranthy, and that's pretty much it. Which is unfortunate, right? I don't want that in my RPGs. I want like choices they have to make, right? But Dark Souls 1 is very good for something. Yeah, no, totally. In general, those are the best rings, totally. Oh, you block monster. You block monster here. Don't block. Ugh. So satisfying, yeah. I love this weapon. I wanted to do a run where I finally used it because I enjoy this weapon very much. This is the Grass Crest shield. I could stretch the definition of Geomancer and be like, well, Geomancer, you know, can manipulate plants, and so Grass Crest. But nah, I'm good. We're not gonna use the Grass Crest. Plants and Earth are like the same thing in some RPGs. Nah, I'm good. Metals are metals are rocks. Transitive property. Metals are rocks. Rocks are Earth. We make things out of Earth. Therefore, Geomancer should be use any weapon at all run. The other way around, yeah. Rocks are metal. You get what I mean. Yeah, I get what you mean. All right, so we touched that bonfire because I think I might die to Havel. So we use the master key because everyone takes the master key to make the game more non-linear. And once again, we're gonna like cheese Havel again. I'm a little bit concerned about dying in one hit, so we can cheese Havel by just backstabbing him. But I like to also do this, where we kind of do the same thing with Andre, where we made him attack like on the banister. Our damage is very good for him. Oh, get thunked! Whoa! Oh, that was a flinch. Good. But why would you kill Andre though? Because this weapon. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, not dead. He's such a nice fella. Prithee, be careful. Oi, where are you off to? I killed him because this weapon takes 34 strength to wield, or to two-hand. So, up, dip. Didn't do what I wanted him to. So what happened was I had to go to the forest as soon as possible, so I could cheese the forest invader, what they call it, the Cat Covenant people, off the ledge, so I can level as soon as I could. Ooh! Prithee, be careful. There you go. So, in DS1, Noah, he just drops the Havel's ring, Havel himself. And we gotta put that on. And this should make us, you see here, gives us like 30 more equip load. So we should be able to fast roll now. Yep. This will be helpful for when we fight Ornstein and Smo. And then while we're here, we might as well fight the Hydra. Such good memories. The ledge, yeah. I was just showing Noah. Noah has only played DS3 so far, so I was just showing him off, showing the ledge cheese. It's a beautiful way to get some early game souls, right? Most enemies give you like 200, like 100 to 200 per kill. The golems are coming this way. No, please. Ooh. Oh! Oh! Help me! Help me, Hydra! You're my only hope! Uh-oh! Block it! Okay. Oh, you're still aggro to me. You little Panzer Dragoon! Good. I haven't even finished it. Stuck on Brat Bros. Yeah, Twin Princes. Clonk. You're not actually. You're not a real Hydra. You're not. You don't have more than one head. Bonk. No, bonk him. Yes, get bonks. All right. Now this last head is usually very annoying. I try to like getting him with this weapon is gonna be very hard. I think. I like to try to get on this little rock and like lure him right to the edge and see if you can hit him from here. Ugh. Should have maybe run into the water and got him. So the reason that one head's really annoying because it kind of wraps to the side, and there's actually, as you just saw, there's a pit there, so you can't just run right up to his body and hit him, or to your face. Yeah. Normally you know, using a weapon that's fast enough. This is actually part of the fun of build runs for me, is because when you restrict yourself to what you can use, it means you're gonna have to try to deal with some challenges that you may not otherwise be able, you know, deal with, right? So because I'm restricted to only this weapon, it means that I gotta just manage, and this part is not as easy as it could be if I had a different weapon, right? Okay. Oh, give it a hit there. Oh, 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 oh. Nice. Gonna probably spit water here. Third one coming. First time I saw this overdeveloped snake, I was so scared I finished the game without ever going back to it. I don't blame you. This is pretty intimidating, right? Like you go down in the forest and there's just this snaky man in here, like. Crunch. Crunch him again. There you go. Very intimidating. But that's Dark Souls, though, right? Dark Souls in a nutshell is like, this thing's really intimidating. Can I take this thing out? And I don't shoot. There he goes. All right. We actually have to do that as well to get to access to the DLC. So. But that's what. But once you get it, that's what it is. Just a snake overdeveloped. And it's not even a real Hydra because it doesn't. It you know, doesn't split. Doesn't grow more heads. You know. So no, there's actually a way to like dupe items. Any item that has a prompt, right? You can actually make the game use the item without actually consuming it. This is a very common thing to use for Homeward Bones, or for items that like soul items, where it's like, do you sure you want to pop the soul? So like I'll do it really quick here. We just got the soul of Quelaag, so now we can do this. Any item that has a prompt like this, use soul of Quelaag. Yeah, you roll, and then you use it, and then that which cues the action, and then before you actually, that's called cheating. It's what? Nah, man. I mean, it is in a way, but so is like other glitches and things, but joking, I would cheat anyways. Well, let me just show you. So yeah, you roll and then cue the using of that item, but before it actually goes off, right? So like normally you'd roll and then use Quelaag Soul. No, what you want to do is you want to queue it, then hit start and go into your menu, your inventory, and then use any item, like this dark sign, right? And then hit use, and the game will be like, it is if it's your 1st to 5th playthrough IMO. After that, I think it's just saving time. Yeah, I usually use this glitch just to save time, because we can go back to the Forest Covenant and just cheese those guys forever. So even though I queued the item, the usage of the item, the Soul of Quelaag, I went into the inventory and I used the dark sign. So the game thinks I'm using the dark sign when I say yes, but it didn't actually consume the soul. So you can just keep doing that. You can just queue that attack and then. So the nice thing about this is that it's very easy to do. Reported. And it's very easy to know if you messed up. If you roll and it says use the item, but you have not gone into your menu yet, you know that you messed it up, and you've hit the button too late. And then if you go in here and like you say use dark sign, right, and it says that, then you know that that's the wrong prompt. The game has now removed the queued Soul of Quelaag or what have you, and then wants you to use this. So just don't do that. So it's just, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to show that off. Get rid of that. I just really was just trying to dupe a Homeward Bone. Oh, thanks for the Kindle there. Okay, so let's see. Hydra, we did Havel's. Now we're going to do Sense Fortress and Iron Golem. Get some more of these endurance levels. Now I can destroy everything. You've given me too much power, Mafugi. Yeah, it's not a hard glitch to do. I don't know if they fixed it in the remaster, though. I would have to double check that. But in the original, it's very easy. It's like the, I just played Resident Evil 4, and someone told me about a glitch that I didn't, I don't play Resident Evil. The only thing they fixed it? Oh, that's nice. I like that. I like me some cheeses. Give me some of that Gouda cheese. But I don't really play like horror games or like shooters too much. But I have a channel point, system. Like everyone has them, right? And one of them is play a game of viewer's choice and stuff, right? Yeah, it's true. They didn't fix the flying door in the archives. Yeah, I love the flying door. It's so charming. Crunch. I don't know. Like, I know that it's a mistake, but I like that it's there, I think. Because wouldn't it have been great if, like, they had done something with that? It must have been on purpose? Maybe. Like, if they had seen, like, there was a glitch with that door, and it would have been amazing if they had done, like, some kind of Easter egg with that door. That would have been awesome. It's very From Software to do that. So... No way they didn't see it before releasing the remaster. Yeah, it's true. The remaster was one thing. Wonder how the remaster got released though. A lot of the glitches and stuff are still in the game. Like I think that tumble buffing is still a thing in remaster. Maybe not though. All right, so we're gonna just do straight crunching. Just straight crunching. We're gonna run past all the serpent men. We're gonna run past all these traps. This is what I said before when I was talking about Sen's Fortress last stream. When I was playing Resident Evil 4, I was like, what is this, Sense Fortress? This is what Sense Fortress is. It's just a bunch of traps and stuff like this. I'm not sure about tumble buffing. Yeah. I'm not sure about that either. Don't, you monkey! Okay. Why? Monkey, literally a snake. I call everything monkey. I mean, you can't make fun of a creature by calling it what it is. Maybe in Serpent Man land, it's rude to be called a monkey. You human. It is only human to be called a human. Go, 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 go. Actually, wait a second. Wait. Oh, where's the thing? Where's the shortcut? Woo! That was close. I just realized. Wait. Wait. I think because we're gonna have to farm with the stone greatsword or the stone great axe. So I'm thinking maybe we should get the gold serpent ring. But I think you can get it like this, right? I haven't gotten it in a while. Oh wait, no. You have to wait for it to fill up first. Just wait to see. This hole fills up with boulders, and then the last one will roll through that wall, right? Come on. There's still more room in there. If we're here, we might as well get it, right? Here we go. One more. Zoom. Kai's Gold Serpent Ring, in case you don't know, Noah, is increases the item drop rates. So we're gonna put that on. That's the only thing I like in Sen's crap is the hidden stuff with the boulders. Yeah, that's pretty neat, like the hidden walls and stuff. Get off that elevator because it's gonna crunch you right in the crunchel. Oh boy, don't fall off there. Nope. The only thing I can remember is Havel's because you told me about it. That's fine. Favoring protection, yeah. Yes, favor is also in DS3. You get it in the water reserve where the Sullivan beasts are, like those big like dog creatures that have open rib cages. They're really gross. But they're also easy to kill because once if you know you can stagger, you can stun them if you hit them in the head. Woo! Their +3 version, yes, +3 version I believe is in the Ring City DLC by where you fight Silver Knight Leto. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm thinking of the Havel's Ring +3. I haven't played vanilla in a while, so. Too many rings? Noah, I'm sorry. There's no such thing as too many rings. Not enough rings? That's always possible. Too many rings, though. I got milk ring plus calcium or something? That's favorite, if I remember something like that. Yeah, in the Ring City. Calcium. I'm assuming you mean Chloranthy. Trying to give a C word ring. Crunch! Yeah, in Dark Souls 1, locking all. What did you do that for? You didn't even wait for me to get in a position. Almost got him. Ooh. The Karthus milk ring, yeah. I can tell because you were ghosting like a ninja. Like a ninja. Alright. This shouldn't be a big deal. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, hey, oh, hey. Uh-oh. Oh! Don't carry away there, fella. Nice. And doesn't do much damage to him. Dun, 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 dun. And flashy finish. Boss is crazy. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like Iron Golem. He's a fun fight. A lot of the fights in Dark Souls 1, there's like a sort of like iterating, right? You iterate whenever you make something, right? Like I was saying before. So in Dark Souls 1, most bosses they have very easy ways to beat them. So like Iron Golem, you just run in and out, in between his legs, back and forth, and you can usually just do fine that way. Quelaag, as you saw, was just like stand by your head, so that way she'll swing over you. And don't stand by her mouth though, because she might spit lava, and then keep repairing the weapon, and then just like go make sure you're able to get out, because she might do the AoE burst thing. All right, we're about to fight Ornstein Smo, so I feel like maybe some health would be in order. I know it's kind of like everyone loves Ornstein Smo. I'm not a huge fan of them. I'm very bad at fighting them. And no matter how many runs I do, I always seem to not have very good luck with them. It's very hard to get them to do what you want, especially when you're naked. And I know that's, yeah. I mean, they're not bad bosses or anything. It's just I think that they're not as fun for me. Beat a jump, man. Beat a jump. Try luck on this guy. See if that works better. Oh. And right. And we all know how rolling is in Dark Souls 1. It's only 4-directional rolling, and it's doesn't feel good. But that is the way that it is. That's not really helping very much. Oh. Where are you going? That's right. You guys breathe lightning. I forgot about that. Oh, that's not where I thought he was gonna land. There we go. We got Smo's hammer in DS3. It does heck of damage. Yeah, because you're a strength build, so it has very good strength scaling. Good range on it. Good hitbox. Drains health on hit. I don't think it has anything else but just like the scaling on that on the strength. But oops, oops, oops. There we go. Oh, it's supposed to be a backstab. Dun, 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 dun. So this is another dangerous area. This is sort of a notorious area for new players. This is the rafters. It's not a great area. But you know, different challenges are okay to have. So this is a very super mindful of what's going on. There's a very easy way to deal with these guys. And you just go up on the ledge here, like where this little crenellation is, and there you go. They'll just follow their deaths there. They'll try to attack you. They'll see you, try to attack you, and go and just fall off the ledge because they don't see it. But you stand right by where these little the beginnings of these little like corner pieces are. That's how you can stand in there and aggro and trigger them to want to like to jump attack you or to roll over to you, and they just die. Also, you can knock down this chandelier. I think there's a great magic weapon spell on the chandelier. Bridge across, yeah. People, I mean, most people do. Not everyone, but like speedrunners and stuff, I should say. So, like right around here, he should come at me. Yep. It's much better than trying to fight them and trying to like dodge away and stuff, right? Dark Souls 1 really taught people about how to like manipulate AI. Eventually, he'll stop throwing them once he realizes he's not hitting me. He doesn't have an infinite supply of them. Well, I'm not sure if he has an infinite supply or not, but eventually he'll just stop doing it. Okay. Very infamous part of the game. I've been playing for an hour 45. In decent time. Oh, bye. This is Anor Londo, yeah. Does it look familiar? Is that switch and then this approach right here? This is where the bonfire is in DS3. Then you go up here. And normally you go to the left to go to Aldrich, but this time in this game we go to the right. And across this platform. And here's the next notorious part is the archers. Large devourer of dummies. Got him. So there's another little trick here to doing this more easily. Just keep walking, keep running across, and don't stop. because they're gonna archer. You're gonna knock you off the ledge. You want to get close enough to this guy so he'll pull out his sword, and then that hitbox though. There you go. And then you want to just hold your weapon up or your shield up, and then angle him so that he'll want to attack you, kind of like what we did with the painting guardians, right? Where he'll want to attack you, and then he'll just attack off the ledge, you know, because you know how like a lot of attacks have like movement components like associated with them. So he'll go for like the attack and like step forward and go knocked off the ledge. Okay, so this is another area where we're definitely gonna kindle, because we might need these the Estus. So again, reverse hollowing first. And then kindle to get 5 more flasks. Alright. And we're gonna just skip this whole area pretty much. This is so confusing. Yeah, the kindling system for more Estus is a little bit obtuse. You basically use these humanities to increase the little number on the top left, and then you consume them by reversing hollowing, and then... Oh, hey, who's this? This is some dude, right? Yeah. And then you reverse hollowing, and then you use kindle to get 5 more Estus. Now we're gonna skip most of this area by just doing another very common cheese. We're just gonna go over here. We're gonna jump to this area right here. We're run, and jump over that. This will skip like pretty much the entire zone, so we can just run right to the boss. There's a whole like rooftop section, and a section with like where you like fight in Silver Knights in like a bedroom and stuff, but we just skipped all of it. Nothing that we need in those rooms for the build, so we're just gonna like I said, my usual rule set is to get to our build as soon as possible, if we can. So here's why we didn't need Andre, because there's other blacksmiths in the world of Dark Souls, one at least. This is the giant blacksmith. Who are you? I help anytime. So we want to reinforce the Dragon King Great Axe. It costs 1 dragon scale for 1 level up, and then small hammer. Yeah, he makes a little ding sound if you listen to him. And I actually want to dupe, because it costs 10,000 souls to upgrade a dragon weapon at all. So again, we could just go to the Forest Covenant and like just chase those guys off of ledges, or we could just dupe, which is much easier and faster. $12K per attempt. Sometimes it switches. Sometimes it says it stays on no. Sometimes it stays on yes. No. I messed that up. It's harder to do when you're fast rolling. I'm getting invaded. Uh-oh. There you go. You get a Fuki Pog for when you slay bosses. If we can get 3 more subs, I can make a new emote. Because we're at 12 subs. 3 more subs, that I can unlock a new emote slot, and we can do that. I would love to do that. I also need to update the I can't seem to get it. Nope. I'll be continuing my sub, but I can't sub anymore. No, I know, it's fine. It's totally fine. I think it'd be just really cool if we could hit that. Because I mean, I've been an affiliate for like a year, at least a year now. And, you know, if we get 3 more subs, that would be amazing. That'd be so cool. Why can't I do it? I just did it. My sub will renew in 2 days. Pog. Pog Shump. Let's see. I need heavier armor right now. Is there something? Wait. Is it because I'm invaded? Is that why I can't do that? I've never... Oh, it's because it's a dark sign. I probably can't use a dark sign while I'm invaded. Okay. I never get invaded, so I don't... That's right. Okay, that's what's happening here. That's what's happening. You probably cannot use it while you're invaded. I can ask my friend sub if he still has Prime. Yeah, if anyone has Prime and they're not using it, you know, and you're willing to part with it for me, that would be great. Like any friends, anyone who has it, that would be great. But at the same time, I mean, like it's not like a mandatory. I don't stream to get famous on Twitch or anything, right? But I just think it would be really awesome to have another emote slot to spam and chat and stuff. Oops. Wrong bouton. Stream from the Mad Bank, yeah. No. People have been super generous. Like the 6 gifted subs on Friday was insane. But yeah, I do not stream for that purpose. I stream because I enjoy streaming and because I want to redeem the time more, you know? Like if I want to play video games, I might as well play it with people in the room and stuff, right? We're gonna buy 10 Twinkling Titanite. We'll have 10s for the Stone Great Axe. Alright. I don't know where that invader is, but might be waiting for me by Ornstein Smo. It's so rare for me to get invaded. It was just a surprise when it happened. Like, obviously, you know, I'm very appreciative when people are generous, but it's not the main reason I stream, so. Oop. Okay. Interesting. Can't skip when... Alright, let's see what we can do here. So the best strategy that I've come up with these guys is you want to like bait out, you need to like walk in front of them so you can bait out attacks. But you need to get them separated a little bit because it can be so annoying to deal with them. And basically you just have to like wait for an opening and it can be very annoying. You just constantly, definitely use the pillars to your advantage. Ideally, you want to get like Smo around a pillar, and then Ornstein is a little more agile. So like, I'm very bad at fighting them because they're just... Luckily, they're not too quick though on their attack speed. Like, oh, that's a bad roll there. Like they will attack you. you know, they attack you and then they kind of chill out for a bit and kind of slow walk toward you, so that's good. So I'm not sure how long we're gonna be here. Hopefully it won't be too long on this. What? The invader closed that door for some reason. So again, we just upgraded our stuff. We got our twinkling from the Giant's blacksmith. Oh, it went too far. Oh, Silver Knight might actually get me now. There you go. He's stuck up there now, right? Yeah. Dun, dun. So this boss is like the notorious boss that everyone dreads in Dark Souls 1, where it's like, all right, time to stop messing around. This is officially mid game. Like once you beat One Chance Mo, you're into mid game. Haunted level, yeah. So like the boss where everyone's like, okay, now stop messing around. This is where the real Dark Souls begins. And this weapon is very slow too, so sneaking a hit in is very hard. Don't dodge away. Dead? No. See, so what I try to do is like to walk in to bait out them attacking. Oh, thought I was gonna hit the pillar. This is not going well at all, is it? Yeah, I don't really see what people see in this fight. Like, it's not like the other fights in the game where they're like a lot of fun. It's just like chaos. Dun, 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 dun. So you walk up to them to like make them attack you, right? Which helps to control them a little bit. But that's like the best strategy you can come up with. Like use the pillars to try to like separate them a little bit, and then try to walk like toward them to get them to attack, and that way you can kind of do that to stagger their attacks a little bit, but it's not that easy to do. It's actually one of my least favorite like two-on-one fights. I mean, most two-on-one fights are not great for me, But like Demon Prince, I like Demon Prince way more than Ornstein Smo. In terms of just how fun they are to fight. Ornstein Smo is so, I mean, Demon Princes are so fun. Oh, come on, hit him. It was a clear shot there where he dashed up to me, right? No problem. Looking back. You own a bladder. I usually try to go to the bathroom before stream. But there have been a couple times where I did like a long stream where I just took a break. I've done it a couple times, just not commonly. I see now Ornstein's back there. I need to get him not there. Stab forward, no. Impressive, me and my bladder salutes you. Well, I do try. Like, walk up to him to make him attack, right? And then hit him like that. Like, that's the best you can kind of manage. And then you need to heal, get behind a pillar. But see, they're not too aggressive, you know? Like, no-hit runs for these dudes. I'm not sure how no-hit runs go for these dudes, but it seems pretty insane. So that's kind of what you gotta do, is like walk around them, walk into them to make them attack. Oh, spacing. And once Ornstein is down, the rest of the fight shouldn't be as hard. Yeah, I'm not sure how no damage runs go here. I mean, it's probably RTSR and all that kind of stuff to like kill guys and like kill them in like 3 hits or something. That's what I would assume. That's the wrong place. Here comes the Silver Knight. This is the boss that most people give up on because they just seem impossible. And this is the fight, one of the fights that I was thinking about when Octo says like, well, I fight the bosses just by being aggressive, and it's like, how do you be aggressive with these guys? They're not constantly knocking you down and stuff. I guess if you're wearing armor, right, you won't get staggered as easily, and you take less damage. So maybe that's what it is. Just camping at that point, let's be honest. Oh, what a good, oh no! That was gonna be such a good hit there. At least they're relatively passive, right? Compared to some other enemies in the series. The trick is, like, again, you don't want them to stagger their attacks, right? Capping equals lying. Sorry, excuse my street hoodlum language. The only capping I know is Oh no, he's doing that glitchy thing again. Okay, there we go. Oh. The space is... The space is... Alright, good. Okay. Alright, so phase 2. Like the only capping I know is from like when you like have you're playing like the capture the flag or whatever, and you're trying to cap the point. So phase 2 is a lot easier. Smo's gets stronger and stuff and heals to full if you've injured him before. But you want to do he's a lot more easy to control. So all you have to do is go mid range, and then once he's back to neutral, run toward him, and that'll usually cause him to oh, I might die here. Nope. It'll cause him to usually jump over you, and then just run for it again. A lot of the boss fights in Dark Souls 1, they're just like, if you just joust with the enemies, you'll be okay. If he tries to do like the overhead slam, just run to his right, and then get out, back to mid, run back in, jump over you. So his AI is programmed to try to like slam you with the jump attack, but if you're running forward the whole time, then he doesn't know. Then you just run past him. So easy. Just roll away because he'll probably try to do the AoE if you're behind him. Okay, good. Okay, so we need to beat Ornstein and Smo early because we have to get the Lord Vessel. The Lord Vessel is what we use to teleport around. Up to this point, we actually were unable to warp, which is really inconvenient. But now we have the Lord Vessel, we can now warp to certain bonfires. Once we go through here, and then we can also get access to the DLC key item needed to go there.
Oh, chosen undead,
There you go. In the Dark Souls 2 and 3, you can just warp from the beginning, right? And I just like. There's a pros and cons to that, right? The interlaced world of Dark Souls 1 wouldn't be as effective if you could just warp everywhere. But still, I think it's worth it. Let's get the 35 endurance, let's say. Okay, what's the total of? 13k. All right. So this is the only places we can warp. Only like major bonfires we can warp to. Which again, is not at all like the... It's not even like any of the other games after this one. Like Dark Souls 2, 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro. Like, yeah, they all... You're able to warp right away, and you're able to warp to every one. Here it's totally different. So we have the Lord Vessel now, which means we can now go to DLC. In order to unlock access to the DLC it's a very convoluted process. First, we have to place the Lord Vessel. Then we need to go to the forest, the Darkroot Basin, where we fought the Hydra, and there'll be a special monster there we have to kill. Place the Lord Vessel. Okay. And yeah, we need to go back there. Then we need to kill that special enemy that spawns there, which will save a character named Dusk, and then we can go to the Duke's Archives to get the key item needed for DLC. Then we go back to the Darkroot Basin, and then that's the DLC area. And then boss number 6 will be the Sanctuary Guardian, which shouldn't be too big of a problem. It'll actually be like one of the few fights that we do lock on for. Because I find it's easier to track him, and you don't really need to dodge in cardinal directions anyway for him, so. Orange Skin Smo was pretty tough because this weapon is very slow. Well, slow weapon plus no armor is a bad time, but it wasn't too bad. Don't think I'll die along, like, while doing this, but just in case. I can warp now anyway, so. And these guys drop upgrade materials. That was another hit from jump on B. Uh, 451, nice. We'll just use the homeward bone to get back where we were. Oops. Blunk. Might run to the left side this time. Oh, golem, what are you doing? So these are crystal golems. And we get back here. You run past where the Hydra spawns. Or very slowly walk. Nice looking lake. Yeah, not bad. I like it. And well past where the Hydra spawns is a golden crystal golem. And actually, inside this golem is a friend that we need to rescue. Yeah, she was trapped inside.
So, most
Say yes. I don't think it matters, but you can just say yes. Now we rescued her. There's a golem inside the Grand Archives that now drops the key item. Or not Grand Archives. The Duke's Archives. And we go to Orlando Warp. And once we get the full build going, we're gonna see just how much damage we can do to people, and it's this way. This is why, like, so I've seen people kind of talk about how like Dark Souls is a game that's like meant to be hard, and it's so not the point, you know. But even by Miyazaki's own like admission in interviews and stuff, right? And you can tell because, you know, I'm not really doing anything out of the ordinary. I'm just playing the game, and we're gonna see how powerful I can get to beat some of these bosses. These bosses are gonna crumple when I get the build fully ready to go. And yeah, I did dupe a little from some souls, yeah, but it's not like something that you couldn't do on your own. There's actually a cheese for both of this guy and the one up ahead. I'll just show that off. Why not? Oh, you know, hit me here. No. You go right over here. You're right in here. There you go. Oh, Fangbore Helm. That's their rare drop. Woo! Oh, you can get double hit there. You know, you hit them with the weapon and then you hit them with the earthquake thing. Oh, look at that. 2 of them. Yes, the boar, the intelligent wild beasts. Well, I mean, they're intelligent enough to be like, there's dude there, me get dude. Me not understand how stuck in this gap right here. And Noah, you think the Grand Archives is bad. This is the Duke's Archives, and it's arguably more annoying just because it's very easy to get lost. Which, in hindsight, really isn't. I mean, it isn't too bad, but oh, these guys are very strong. So we're officially like in like mid to late game. So this is a mid to late game area. Just gonna clear out some of these crystal warriors to get to the key item. Freddy Krueger always prevails. Whoop. There we go. Need to fight that crystal golem right there. What are you doing? You must walk toward me. Oh. I'll never forget Noah McStronghug. Crystal straight sword, nice. Oh, misspaced that. I'm dead. Legendary run. Yeah, I think that was during when I was trying to show off some stuff to you, I think. Didn't think I would die, so I didn't hit the lever to bring it back down the elevator. Bro, why are you so calm? I don't know, guys. I saw it coming. I took a gamble. I knew that was a chance I would get shot there. Dun, dun, bump, dun, 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 bump, dun. Yeah, I didn't really lose much, right? So, what was that backstab? Like, that was a backstab? Okay. Dark Souls 1, please. Woo! Sneaky arrow. I don't get it. The brat boys are really be testing me lately. Yeah. Look at those drops. Yeah, you can. I fight him. I usually fight him up close, but you can fight him from a distance and. Oh, he didn't aggro. And just do a similar thing with Oop. Oh, that guy's buffed. Ow. Buffed crystal guy. Okay, there you go. Oh. That works. Yeah, you can fight him in phase 2. You can fight him far away, and then you can make him like teleport to you. You can roll around his back, right? Here, you roll around his back and do it that way. Hard for me to explain them a little bit. Okay, cleared out the area. Fight this golem down here. You have a better place to fight. Broken pendant. That's the item we needed. But like, yeah, I find that if you just walk around, like, say right up close to Lorien and Lotharic, and right up close, right against their bodies, and you just strafe around them. You know, you roll when you see the attack coming, right? But if you roll just to your right, his left, he might try to do like a backswing on you, but he'll miss you a lot of times, or and yeah, fighting them on an elevated location, an elevated part of the room can also help. So just like watch, always, this is just a rule when it comes to just Dark Souls in general. Always watch your opponent, right? So if you see him starting to start his swing, right, like you can just dodge. And luckily in Dark Souls 3, there's a lot more room for error. Where if you mistime the roll, sometimes you can still get a second roll out and still be okay. What do we need to do now? Right, we need to go back to the Undead Parish to go to the DLC, and we're almost we almost have our build is almost ready. And once that happens, we'll go back to like the vanilla, like sort of like the standard way through the game. So we're gonna like crunch-anate some bosses once we get our build going. Dark bananas or yellow bananas? Like, you mean like ripe bananas or unripe bananas? Or maybe overly ripe bananas? Oh. Ripeness level. I think you definitely gotta wait till there's some spots on the bananas. Not too many, but just like a couple. Not black, of course, because that's just like that's rotten at that point. But ripeness, yeah, like some dark spots is a good spot for banana, because when you let them sit longer and there's little black spots on the bananas, they tend to be sweeter. So like yellow bananas and like green to like yellow tend to be more firm and less sweet. Do like some black bananas, like some black bananas, not like dark bananas. Those are just like mush at that point. Like apple, well, not applesauce, banana sauce. Mmm. Banana sauce might be good. If you put it on something. Straight up compost bananas. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Compost bananas. Get out of here. Get out of here. Can you imagine though? You know what? Maybe because you know there's maybe there's something you can do with those bananas. You know how like chefs are, right? You can find stuff to do with food that you normally would not think of food. I make some banana pudding sometime. Oh, nice. Alright, so now we're back here. This time, though, now that we have the broken pendant, this little portal is here. And yes, when the DLC was released, they didn't tell you how to get the DLC. You had to figure it out. So, yeah. Like, hey, you know this random area where there's nothing? There's actually a thing here now. But only after you've gone to the Duke's archives and stuff. Yeah, most people use overripe bananas or for banana bread. Oh, interesting. Alright, Sanctuary Garden. Bro, from soft, come on, man. Yeah. So you have to, like, go to the place where there was nothing before, where you beat the Hydra. Now, because that golden golem only shows up after you've beaten the Hydra. So once you beat the Hydra, go back there for no reason. Go there, beat the golden golem. Leave, go to the Duke's Archives, get the broken pendant, go back to where you were, then the portal's there. So that's how that works. You have to like go like zone 3 times. Once to beat the Hydra, then you have to zone, like leave the zone, come back, beat the golem, and then zone again, right? All right, so this shouldn't be too hard. Of course, how wouldn't you figure that out? Well, the community did, right? Over time, like, it didn't take too long, but. So this guy is pretty fun to fight. I enjoy fighting the Sanctuary Guardian. He's got some good tells for things. Ooh, Guardian Tail, nice. So the idea there, when you see him do like the headbutt, and headbutt claw, you know he's gonna do the headbutt claw again. That's kind of how that works. He's gonna walk up to me, headbutt, he's done. So like if it's headbutt, he'll stop. If it's headbutt claw, he'll do headbutt claw again. And if it's claw, he'll stop again. Ram, Lion, Scorpion, Eagle Monster Man. Yeah, he's a chimera or a manticore. I think he's a manticore. I mean, he is a chimera because chimera is a general term for any creature that is an amalgamation of other creatures. But yeah, he's a fun fight. I actually really like him because he's very understandable, right? Claw, headbutt, claw, headbutt, claw, and you can hit him there. So you don't need to have omnidirectional rolling for this fight. You can just go ahead and just have the cardinal directions, and that's enough. So I lock on to him. Manticore, ain't that an Aquaman villain? Is it? Manticore is just like a mythological creature. That's like a, you know, multi-limbed creature like this. Rolling attack is pretty good there. It's not multi-land, like animal creature. A face of a man usually, or face of a lion. Black Manta. Oh, should not roll back on that. Too far. Yeah, that's really satisfying to do that. To like read that attack and then space it. That's really fun. Yeah, I shouldn't roll back on that. Nope. Nope, not quite long enough. Pretty sure his followers are called the Manticore? Oh, really? Oh, I hit the attack button but didn't go off. Okay, I was staggered. No greed. Oh, the spacing. There you go. Fun. Okay. We made it to the DLC proper now. For the intro boss fight. For the zone. We made good time. Only 2.5 hours. And so 3-4 strength, endurance. So next goal is to run around and find the armor. The armor set for the we call it the Guardian set is not found in one place. It's found in 4 different locations. Each piece is just found somewhere in each place. Why does everything in this game shoot lightning? So no, let me guess. Miyazaki likes lightning. I mean, he does. I mean, he seems to. I mean, Gwyn just throws lightning bolts, and you know. It just so happens that I'm running into a lot of areas. It's true though, 'cause like you just saw me fight Ornstein and Smo. You just saw me fight that guy. So it may seem like there's like a lot of lightning everywhere, but we fought a lot of most of the enemies so far that shoot lightning. Gargoyles in Air Londo shoot lightning. What I do is actually start the attack early, so that they walk into the attack as it's coming down. But yeah, we fought most of the enemies that do use lightning attacks at this point. There might be, maybe a few more enemies or bosses that use them, but pretty much it's most of them that we've already used, that we've already fought. So the Guardian gloves are in here, the hands. Gauntlets. And we should be able to wear these without mid-rolling. Yeah, we're good. Why did you make the enemies shoot lightning in DS1, Miyazaki? Because me like lightning. You know, me like lightning. Me like things, me put thing in. I mean, that's we're being a little silly about it, but really that's basically how he makes these games. Is like, why did you make this game like this? Because it's a game that I would want to play. If I were playing a video game, this is the game I would want to play. Kind of thing. Why did you put all this stuff in the game that most people would never find? And it's like, because I think it would be cool to have stuff like that in my video game. Fair enough, right? Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I like that, right? Because it's not like he made it because of, you know, demographics or because of market research and all that kind of stuff, right? It was because I wanted it to be in the game. I like it. This is the legs. Oh, I'm actually mid-rolling. Just with the... Oh, Calamite. I like dragons on bridges. Show me some dragons on bridges. Put it in. Oh. That's the legs there, and then the head is way over here. There's the gardeners. So this area, the Royal Wood, is actually Dark Root Basin, but in the past. So these little like the gardener guys are actually the little ferns that attacked me before. Oh. There we go. That's the head. And then I think the body is over here. Man, I like how these games are made because they're made with love, right? They're not made like, well, according to market research, we should make the game like this and put microtransactions in it, and that way, you know, it's like a labor of love, you know. If we put this in the game, it'll sell better and stuff. I think it's right over here. Yep. Yeah, it's everything. Gold serpent ring. Still fast rolling, that's good. The cool kids say Fortnite is cool, so let's add the default dance as an emote in Dark Souls 15. Yes. According to market research, you know what? BRs are popular. Can we make Dark Souls BR? Is that a thing we can do? Oh, I'm dead. Well, not dead, but now dead? No? Separate you two. Isn't there a BR already in Dark Souls? Let's see. Back, by the way, welcome back. Low-key, Dark Souls BR sounds really fun. Maybe. You guys, get out of here. Oh, wrong thing. You're not safe till the very last second of that animation, apparently. If they're just gonna buddy up, and then that's no good. All right, we got the full Guardian set. So now all we need to do is get the Stone Great Axe. We already have the Holy cow! It's loud. My sad sound clip is loud for some reason. But doot. That's really loud. Sorry. Oh, come on! Don't stagger me. Okay. Once again. This is Dork Sols. Of course you're gonna get wrecked on occasion, as you do. As their forks, yeah, you can also get their forks. They have actually a unique little running animation, like it's poking animation. Once we get our armor together, I'm just gonna roll away instead of getting hit a bunch of times. Then we'll actually be able to poise through some attacks. I am funny, laugh now or die. So, here's the farming spot. We're just gonna... I think the drop rate on the Stone Grey Axe is like 20%. How dare you. And this is an example of kind of what I mean in Dark Souls 1, where like it's better to not log on, because a little less... Better to like run around and just avoid them that way. Oh! Okay, I'm okay. Archives Wizard's Pull, also cool. Archives Wizard Pull. Yes, the Chandler's Trident. Gonna try and has a few neat features. It is a weapon that has a buff that buffs you and allies. Like the gum. No, like the 3 prongs. I think it has 3 or 4 tips. Yeah. And so it has a buff on the weapon art, and it also has not many people know this, but actually when the strong attack, when you thrust with the strong attack with the trident, so the quadrant, the head actually spins around, and it does multi-hit. It's like a little drill. It's very cool. But not many people use the trident, so they don't really know that. It's really fun to experiment with weapons and stuff in Souls games. That's what I missed in Sekiro. Sekiro was good fun, right? But I really missed all the weapons and stuff and all the RPG elements. Even though I knew going in it wasn't going to be an RPG. It makes you dance, yeah. The buff spell, when you cast it, you can kind of do a little dance, and at the end of the dance, you have, I think, an attack boost given to you and allies in the vicinity. That's why we want your axe, because we can do that. We want to do that. Wrench earth ability. Oh, follow up. Probably has good poise, because get it? Because Poseidon. You got it, Noah. That looks like a hammer and an axe. Could be called an axemer. Yeah, it could be, but usually FromSoft tends to name things very boringly. You know, like the weapon, the Nameless King's weapon. It's like a sword. That was very deserving. It's like a sword, but it's got, you know, with a long pole, right? So they call it. They're calling it a shear. They just call it a sword spear. You know, so it's gonna be like, oh, axe hammer, death hammer. Oh, misspaced that. Don't back up. Woo. Sword from the dark realm of misery or whatever it was. I don't remember what I said. Sword doesn't sword spirit halberd? Yeah, you think so, but it's a little different, I guess, right? Because like a halberd is like an axe head on a maybe like a halberd is like an axe head on a pole, and a sword spear is a sword on a pole. Yes! I was afraid we might have to stay here for a while. Get out of here. Alright. Stone great axe. So I'll be more like lance axe. Lax. So this is 456 physical base with no scaling. And then this is 190, and then we're gonna get some stats for it as well. So it's a lot lower. You think, oh, 190 base, right? But actually, if we upgrade it and then have it scale with our strength, it'll actually end up being it should end up being more overall. Not by too much, but by enough. If you want to analyze it, it would be like a curved sword with a spear handle. That's like that's like a naginata. Naginatas have like a curved sword on a pole, on a stick. Let's see. We're gonna need one more dexterity to wield this thing. Naginata. It's a type of weapon, Japanese weapon. Naginata. So we need 10 dex for that. Let's see where we are here. Can I two-hand this? I can two-hand this. It's like an OP anime boss. It should be a naginata, and it'd be like a naga who wields a naginata. I'm definitely definitely drunk. Oh, okay. So what? But build is now complete, almost complete. We're gonna upgrade our weapons and stuff. How we doing here? Full set. Oh yeah, look at that. We are earthy. We are earthy. We are rocky. That's great. We're fat rolling, so we could use a little more. Don't tell me if he could though, because he's my supervisor. Sort of. Yeah. You know. Fat rolling is not a big deal when we're as tanky as we are now. We're gonna see it. You're gonna see that my boomer elder, I guess. I'm not a boomer. I'm a millennial. I mean, in Dark Souls 1, armor has a lot of poise on it, so it's not a big deal if we fat roll. Is that enough? That's fine. We'll get there. Okay. Next, we are going to... Let's see. Level up our... weapon to max, because we have 10 Twinkling Titanite, which we bought from the giant blacksmith, and we got some from from Crystal Lizards. And once we do that, we'll be good, ready to go. Feels really good to finally be wearing armor again. And then basically, the rest of the run will probably be like a couple more points into strength to get to 40, which I think might be the soft cap, I forget. And then, oh, Noah, thank you for the bits. Also, almost forgot, don't fire me. What? Never, Noah. You do fine work. You do everything that we tell you to do. That is, you know, legal. Alright, let's head down here. Oop. Another blacksmith right here. That's kind of tucked away.
As well.
I'll have to think about it.
It
Hmm?
was
Huh? Everything is legal. Somewhere in the world. It's always it's Tuesday somewhere in the world. Right? That's what I mean. It's Monday somewhere in the world, or Wednesday. Whatever. Okay, so it's 2,000 per level up, and we have 12. We've got plenty here. And this goes to +5. Just gotta find where it's legal. Okay. +5 is the maximum.
Goodbye then.
Goodbye then. So we can see here, Dragon King Great Axe is 456, no scaling, and then Stone Great Axe +5 is 285 plus 241 from scaling. So this is gonna do more damage for us. Let's see here. 7, 10. Versus 471. If I use a strong attack, it probably would do different amounts of damage. Let me take weed, for example. It's not legal here in Brazil. Brazil? Whoa, cool. But it's almost fully legalized in Canada. It is legalized pretty much here in Canada. But you know, I mean, in and of itself is a good thing. I mean, I don't think it's, you know, a good idea to smoke marijuana, but I think it's silly that there's just some plants that is illegal. Like, you can literally have plants on your property that are poisonous to humans, like literally like they're toxic to humans, but for some reason this one plant it's illegal. Doesn't make much sense to me. This is true. I always be smoking the devil's lettuce or doobies, as the cool kids say. Alcohol is way worse. Yeah, and you know, I think again, I don't believe. I think drunkenness and other forms of intoxication are not good things. That they're sinful things. But you know, the object itself is not to blame. It's the misuse of those objects. I know some people who have been really helped by medical marijuana, for example, right? Like you take the non-hallucinogenic parts of the drug or the plant, and you use it to make pills and stuff, right? Just for the second record, Mifuki, I don't smoke doobies. Don't fire me, please. No, I know you don't. Let's see here. The point is the hypocrisy. Yeah, sure, absolutely. All right. So we maximize the damage on the Stone Great Axe. This armor right here can't be upgraded, so that's the way that is. These rings are probably going to be the way it's going to be for the rest of the game. We're going to put some points into strength, and then get endurance down to the point where we can do mid-rolling. That would be nice. And then vitality, and that'll be it. Let's see how much damage this does. Follow up. Monka S. All right, so there you go. Let's look at what damage that does. Nice. So now we're gonna see. We're gonna go back. Get back to Get out of here. As he kills the first instant in sight. Well, he was gonna betray me later, so I just thought I would get the drop on him. Isn't that like he has like a quest line or anything? So, alright, so this is pretty much gonna be us for the rest of the playthrough. There's no other like earth-based or like rock-based spells or abilities and stuff. This is pretty much what we have. Our nice rocky looking armor set, and Stone Great Axe fully upgraded. So instant at this point, you murder. That's true actually. Like someone posed the question, like, if you could go back in time and kill Hitler, would you? It's like, as a baby, would you? Like, no, of course not. Like, as a baby, the proper answer would be, proper answer should be, support his love for painting, and make him an artist, and make it so he wants to be an artist. That's the actual answer to that hypothetical. Keep him in school, yes. Say, your paintings are beautiful. The answer is, don't mess with time. Leave it alone. Well, that's the actual answer, yeah. But in that weird hypothetical where people are like, would you kill baby Hitler if you could? It's like, no. Because he didn't do anything wrong, like, as a baby. Slam it and jam it. That's really satisfying. Oh man, that's good. That follow-up is so good. Just wrench the earth out of the ground and just knock everyone back. Boom. I think I can reach him with that, yeah. And of course, this armor is so tanky that I can just do that without, because this weapon would not work if I was not like being able to poise through hits. Hey, there's a black knight over here. You know, black knights in this game are kind of like little mini bosses. I'm just gonna walk up to this guy and just blonk. One hit, no follow up needed. Go fight this boss now. Like, I don't like to admit it at all, but the Nazis actually helped humanity in a way they had to think this at the time, and we got so much farther in such a small amount of time. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously what they did was terrible, right? But, you know, I'm a Christian, so I believe God, yeah, not justifiable, you know, but, you know, I believe God that uses all things for His good, and for His glory, and for the good of His people, and so that means that stuff like think of it this way, right? Like something as horrible as like the slave trade in America, right? That was something that was not a good thing, that the Bible would have condemned, but God still used it to bring people here to hear, like, so that the future generations could be born in America, where they would hear about Jesus, right? So there's purposes behind everything, right? Just gonna run between. Oh no, it's okay. I'm tanky. Do the full combo. Oh, bye-bye. One round. Totally get your point of view, even though I completely disagree. Well, yeah, I know there were a lot of point of views out there, and I believe that, you know, truth is objective, right? And, you know, there is truth to be found in God, and really you can't make sense of the world around you without a objective moral standard, and also all those sorts of things, right? You can't even make sense of what logic and reason is without a transcendent, objective lawgiver, right? It's like, I'm not an atheist, I'm an agnostic, so I totally understand that. Yeah, it's, atheism is becoming less and less popular these days, I've noticed. Still have my doubts. Yeah, like a lot of people. But there's really if you think about what morality is, like morality, for example, morality, logic, reason, all those things, they presuppose God in a lot of ways. Whoop. So, oh, shouldn't have rolled there. Took extra damage because I was rolling. So like you can't know objectively what truth is and what reason is and what morality is without objective moral standard where like that applies to everybody, right? So even the very forms of arithmetic, it wouldn't that be just because of lack of answers. Lack of answers. Yeah, I mean everyone is ignorant about something, but if someone from the outside, like back, they thought rain was tears of God or something like that. Yeah, or like thunder was people, you know, the angels bowling or something like that, or like messing about. Well, this is why it's important to, you know, to engage the mind when you are analyzing truth claims, right? And I don't have to kill you. I can just leave. So the truth claims of the Bible, I believe, can be tested and can be seen in history, can be seen throughout the world, throughout the creation. So, for example, this is why atheism has gotten less popular recently, is because I think a lot of people see the philosophical emptiness of it. So, you know, natural evidence natural empiricism would point us to telling me rain isn't God watering his garden. In a way, if you want to look at it that way. Oh, he crushed the. Oh, that's brutal. I'm gonna lie. I was atheist into my 20s, but since then I've experienced some stuff that made me think more. I could be, who knows? Yeah. So empiricism, something that got popular during the like late medieval period, and was sort of like, well, what's true is what can be observed, right? It can be experimented on and repeated, right? But and that's true. Christians would not like be opposed to that. In fact, it was Christians who gave rise to many schools like Yale and Harvard, Oxford. These schools were originally started by Christians because they believed that the world wasn't just chaos, that the world was meant to be understood. It was made orderly, and because it was made by God in an orderly fashion, it's meant to be understood. It's designed to be understood, and they felt that it was a Christian's duty to understand the world that God created. So that's why they started a lot of the schools. School is pretty great as long as you have like the right kind of school, right? Because school these days is so much about like learning facts, but without learning the reasons why you should know them, or like character building. A lot of education was not only just about fact learning, but about character building as well. I personally believe more in the simulation theory than any religion currently, so my gods would be the simulators. Right, well that's part of the problem with just going with empiricism, or what's the other form, the common one? Empiricism and the one where you experience things, and experience things, and the ones where you experiment in things. Empiricism and pragmatism? I don't remember right off the top of my head, but the thing about the simulation theory is like, whoops, okay, we're okay, is even if you were in a simulation, you couldn't tell if you were, right? It's like all knowledge claims, all epistemological knowledge claims are about like how do you know what you know, right? And if you claim to know something, but you're stuck in the system. So like if you're like a materialist, for example, and you believe the only thing that exists is matter and the material world, then your brain's thought processes are nothing more than chemistry, than brain chemistry, right? How do you actually know your brain's telling you the right information, right? And this is why it's common. Like Christians believe not only in empiricism, and yeah, nihilism is like nothing really has any meaning at all. Yeah. But Christians believe that empiricism, that you can do things because they work, which is pragmatism, or you can do things because and believe things are true because they're demonstrably Metallica, exactly. You can believe empiricism, which is like, you experiment and you demonstrably prove that this is how the world works, right? But at bottom, if you actually keep like the infinite regression going, you still don't really know for certain, right? Christians believe that they can know for absolutely certain about something because they believe in revelation, right? Like divine revelation, it's like an outside source, outside of the closed system. Told the people within the system, what is true, right? And without that, you can't really know anything at all. Guess I'm trying. That's Queen. Are you sure? I thought it was like, and nothing else matters. Like, isn't that the dude? Is that Queen? Queen, the singer of Queen has like a very different voice. Yeah, I said nothing really matters. Oh, that's like right. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Refight with the stray demon. Not refight, but this is a different boss fight than the asylum demon. It's a different creature, technically. Dun, dun, dun. It's a lot more health than the Taurus demon, that's for sure. You think? I think so. I'm pretty sure. So slow. Well, this is what you do. Again, kind of just running around freely. Make sure you get around him because that explosion just don't stand right behind him now because the explosion kind of hits a little bit behind him. You just hit him in the tail. This beat the whole fight. We do the big finish. Alright guys, thanks for the company, but I gotta hit the hay. Big day ahead. Alright, man. Catch you next time. I hope that, oh! You mannequin. Catch you next time. Thank you, Seth, for the follow. Thank you for the chatting. Take care tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes well. Ooh. Nice. Slash, EM. I think it's EM, right? Oof. Carthus milk ring. In a bottle. Dum 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 dum. Now, with extra smoke. Please! We're okay. So, there's a boss in the Asylum Demon. Asylum, the Northern Asylum. Undead Asylum. And in case you didn't notice what you had to do here, we were talking about things. About, theology a little bit there. But there's a very silly way to get back to the Asylum from where we started the game. This is where that boss was. And we also went over there, not only for the boss, but also there's a couple of items there. But we mainly want the the peculiar doll.
You sorry fool. You could not.
What do you want about? I placed the Lord Vessel.
Enough.
Over here. Okay. So come on. Armor. That'll happen sometimes if you're wearing really heavy armor and you're enough where you're slow rolling. Sometimes you'll get stuck on some little geometry there. Mad hopes. What we're supposed to do is to get back to the asylum is go up way up here, curl up like an egg, and then like wait like 30 seconds the first time, and then yeah, it's crazy. Oops. All right. It's exactly like an egg. Couldn't tell the difference. I mean, clearly, look at this. I am an egg. Look really cool though. What a lot of detail on the armor. Oops. That's some bad RNG right there. He went for the explosion. Dun, dun, dun. Burb. What I'm trying to do is run around to his side and then just clip him with the, whoops, the end of the weapon. Like that. That puts me in a better position to get around him. Taking note of the swing angle of my weapon. That's what I'm doing right here. Hooray! Oh, a slab. I forgot he dropped that. to the burbs. Oh, there we go. It's close. Need that follow-up. Okay. There's that. That was Stray Demon. That's another optional boss down. Done. Hooray! Mid-roll. Alright, I'll stick with mid-roll. Alright, so in a vanilla playthrough, you wouldn't really go with a Stray Demon in a vanilla playthrough. But you go from Taurus Demon, you go to the Parish. You go to Taurus Demon, then you go to fight Bell Gargoyles, and then you'd go to you get the basement key, which I think we just picked up, and then you'd go to where the dragon was. Slam it. Slam into a Slim Jim. And boom. Here, need humanity. Oh, the humanity. Hey. Oh, the dragon's still here. So long, DeBowser. Right. You hit the basement key where you get right outside the Undead Parish. You open that door with it. Then you're supposed to head down to the depths. To Lower Undeadburg, then to the depths. And then to Blighttown. We skipped all of that when we went to go fight Waylog. Mm-hmm. Good. Oh. Bonk! Oh, it's so good when they would wander into the explosion. Bunch of trapperinos here. And bonk. Can't fool me. Tap ahead. Oh, I want to hit all three of them. Nice backstab. Yeah, nice. Cool. This is a pretty cool weapon. Hit him. The weapons are not good against fighting doggos. Welcome back, Noah. Bonk! Oh, he missed. I missed. Ugh. Two-shot and bosses, man. Dark Souls is a hard game. Right? See? That's the thing, right? Like the game isn't necessarily about being as difficult as possible. Because you can get OP. Seems like he likes demons too. Yeah, I guess I mean, I don't think he likes them. They make for good enemies. Because they're very clearly monsters and stuff. That's for sure. Oh. So now... Look at that. Just shrug it off. The knockback on that is great. Hey. Well, Foogie, thanks for showing me the ropes of DS1, but I'm gonna go for tonight. Alright. Noah, thank you for joining me. Fun as always. Have a good night. Take care of yourself. Bye. I'll be wrapping up shortly as soon anyway. Probably fight one more boss and then we'll call it. Oh, I can't. I didn't hit the. Okay, this guy, this fella right here, this undead hollow should give me an soft humanity. Yep. Beatable. Oh dear. You get out of the where you can swing more clearly. There you go. You can go this way. This is like the vanilla path. You can go this way. Large ember, which we don't need, so we can just forget about that. Way to the bonfires over there. Hopefully I don't need to use it because we won't die to the gaping dragon. Which I don't think we will. Run, run, run. I ran so far away to the gaping dragon. So, this boss is incredibly easy. Again, easy bosses aren't a bad thing to me. Like they're fun to fight, right? So, I don't want to go mid-range of him and bait out his like slam attack, that one right there, and then you just walk around him. He's gonna charge forward like 3 steps or so. I think 1, 2, 3 with the back legs, and then run over to his tail, Nice. This is actually where you get the Dragon King Great Axe normally. Yeah, tail swipe now. And damage. Good damage. Good. Yeah, I usually watch the back leg. 1, 2, 3. And boop. 1200 damage with the full 2 hits. Like, it's not a hard boss, but I don't know, I enjoy fighting him, right? Like, Dark Souls 2 is full of bosses like this, where they're, like, not hard, but they're fun. Oh, that channeler is getting me. Step number 3. Oh. One more. I'm just shrugging off that magic. That's what I figured would happen. Then when Estes, boom, I'm back to full. Just gonna just run to the wall. Probably glitch over to the right. Yeah, that's right. He gets buffed by the channeler as well. Forgot about that. Ah, bonk. And hooray. Good. Good fight. And now we can go to Blighttown now, the normal way, the front way. We don't have to because there's no other bosses in that zone. There's no bosses in, or even any. Well, there's a mini boss in Ash Lake, but you don't need to do that. We didn't touch the bonfire here, which means we can just warp all the way back to. Good. So at this point, this is like the vanilla part of the game where you're supposed to now go, and now having beaten that, you go down to Blighttown, you beat Quelaag, then you go to beat Sense Fortress. So there's Moonlight Butterfly, we can do that, but we'll have to do that next time. I have to call from here. Thank you all of you, everyone, for joining me. Thank you so much. Noah for the bits, Seth for following. Looking forward to, hopefully we can maybe get 15 subs before the number goes down again. I would really love to get that emote slot. That'd be so cool. But yes, on Friday I will continue this run. Maybe we could finish it. I think we could probably do it, depending on how stuck we get. Because the hard parts of the run were mostly what we did already, I would think. Like the building getting the build together. And then on Saturday, we're gonna, Lord willing, we'll do our theology stream as usual. And yeah, all right, guys. Before we wrap up, though, let us see if anyone is streaming. Anyone on the teams that are streaming? Let's see, and what are they streaming? No, Pinsy's playing Monster Hunter World. Gonna throw it over to. Well, actually, I don't have that many people right now. So, all right, guys. Well, take care, and I'll see you on Saturday. On Friday.